Hello beautiful people, Carl here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short, and it's album review time. The metal powerhouse Bleed From Within will release their brand new album, Zenith, on April 4th, 2025 via Nuclear Blast Records. Hey, just when we thought 2025 had been heavy enough already, and it's been a heavy year, along comes Bleed From Within to wreck necks and crack skulls with a brand new record. A beastly listen that brings forth the stompiest of riffs, the most pulverizing of drum beats, a cacophony of flesh-tearing hooks, and the most violent sounding vocals. It is Bleed From Within, and while all of this might seem normal for them, it comes with even more virulent power and some really cool creative moments of flair. Although when you have a bruising effort like Violent Nature as your opening track, all anyone is going to be thinking about is if their mind, body and soul can actually handle an entire album of this. Bleed From Within are back and in the mood to well and truly mess listeners up. There's simply no talking about In Place of Your Halo without first talking about the aspect of this track that makes it special. I am, of course, talking about the bagpipes. An unexpected layer, but one that sounds awesome, especially when paired with riffs that go extremely freaking hard. This is a heavy beast, because, of course it is, but there's atmosphere and melody too. That is the creativity that makes this album a more remarkable beast. And even though it and so much of what follows is brutalizing, it makes the record so much more than just a heavy record. Zenith, God Complex, A Hope in Hell, and Dying Sun. Each is filled with power and passion. Sometimes groovy, sometimes wild, sometimes dramatic, but always bone-crunching and skull-busting. However, amongst those tracks are some different flavours of Bleed From Within. Expect more than just mania and intensity, because there's melody and, impressively, even clean singing. Do you know what else is impressive? The cinematic classiness that Immortal Desire has. Something that makes this track really special. But when you have a guest like Mastodon's Brrraaains, you kind of expect something special. Enough of the melodic nuances though, it's time for relentless speed and raucous aggression with the ferocity of Chained to Hate and Known by No Name. Bleed From Within, keeping the record heated right up to the end, an end which sees Silosis' Joss Middleton guest on Hands of Sin, and together turning an absolute monster of a track, which just so happens to have a pretty epic chorus too. Then we get an elaborate combo of melody and metal with the confident closer Edge of Infinity. A strong finish, even if it doesn't necessarily have as much oomph as what is found elsewhere on the album. A small complaint though, I think, overall, because the majority of this album just kicks your ass. But it's got that flair, it's got those nuances, that's what makes it extra special, and it's what turned my head. I love heavy. I love intensity, but I listen to a lot of heavy and I listen to a lot of intense music. So something with a little bit of flair, a little bit of imagination, a little bit of creativity that just makes me go, ooh, that's what I want to hear, and that's what I get here. It's a great album. It's a great Bleed From Within album. It is Zenith, and it is out on April 4th, 2025 via Nuclear Blast Records. Got any thoughts on this you want to share with me? You know what to do. Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.